Okay, grand. We've just landed now in Dublin here outside the Liberty Hall. Crazy now as well.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Sean is very nervous.
I know as well.
Performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety. Yes, so we might get to meet Ridley Scott.
Might get a big part, you know.
Might get a big part in the new film. It's called The Jewel.
Is it?
Yeah, The Jewelist. Directed by Ridley Scott, but medieval. It's based on a true story, but it's a book. There's a big old line going on all around the corner and stuff like that.
It's windy. Fierce windy.
Windy. It's exciting.
Blowing again.
Hope to get in it.
Yeah.
You know, beers
tight.
up, hats on.
Getting a bit of abuse off the queue, but
Queue
that's
as
okay.
well.
Yeah.
Seen the Lewis. Don't go on the
We
Lewis.
saw the Lewis.
Yeah.
Why don't get the Lewis?
Because he got a fine. I got a fine the last
Shawnee has
time.
the Lewis
so
fine. I have 2 jar fines I never paid.
Yeah.
Don't take that out.
Take that out. Yeah, take that out.
Cut
Okay.
that all out.
Okay, that never happened. Okay, yeah.
But
It's been inside. We got here about what? 12 o'clock.
it's really chill.
It's been really chill so far.
We got a minibus.
Yeah.
Got the minibus up.
It's crazy.
A bit of bus banter.
Yeah, we got even Ash. We found him on the way as well too. We'll probably see him in a few minutes and stuff like that. Maybe we might be able to get a film or even a shot as well of the inside. So have a look. We'll get back to her.
Start revolution while we're here.
Welcome to Magic Yokes. 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 Welcome back to another installment of Mad Jokes.
Installment.
Installment.
We have installed ourselves here properly, haven't we?
Well, yes.
It's getting a little bit posher every week.
It's a little bit nicer every week. It's like it's evolving every week as well. With beautiful.
The limo was nice as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fair play to them there. I wasn't expecting that.
I did not as well. That was like quite crazy as well. Like
The trappings, man. The trappings.
The trappings of it.
Small time. Small time fame. Anyway, what's been going on?
Well, sort of like with the news of this week as well.
Well,
like,
before we go to the news, I think we should talk about how was your week, Sean? What did we get up to? Because it's been a while and so a lot of stuff has happened.
It has a lot of stuff's happened as well. And 2 of us have actually been extras in a movie, a recent movie as well, set back in the 70s. I'm not going to say any more about that as well.
We can't really say much, but there were flares involved.
I got to keep them as well, actually, as well.
You did know.
Yeah, because I plumossed the costume designer as
I
well.
won't ask what you had to do to swing those.
That's for a later.
That's for the after the watershed show.
After watershed show,
Yeah,
yes, as
the
well.
late night show. That
Late
we're
night show,
we're
yes, as
working
well.
on, yeah.
And we went up as well, up to Dublin as well to
For our next extra
thing as well for the latest Ridley Scott
Next
movie,
extra.
The Jewelist, which I
That's exciting.
it is. It's quite.
How will we know? When will we know?
That's the thing as well. I found as well. I was like seeing a few people. You know the Film Network Ireland thing
Yeah,
on
the Facebook group.
Yeah, and there was like a few people while talking about that, going like, oh yeah, when is going to be like finding out as well. But like, come on, like it was like last Friday when we were there.
It's a week ago today, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a great day though.
Oh, brilliant day.
Proper day out, like.
Proper day out with the music. We even like road trip. We even got to do it as well.
Not busking. Free. What's it? Street performance. Is it just street performance?
Yeah,
if
yeah.
It's not for money.
Yeah. We didn't get nothing. We got a clap.
Got a clap.
We got somebody
got somebody to remove their
headphones in Dublin, like, which was actually pretty cool, actually, as well. But like, and we actually got a guy to cut the queue as well. Remember that?
Well, that's a very bold way of putting it.
Yeah, well, like, he needed to be in the line.
To be fair, he was a bit lost. He was lost.
He was lost. He was very lost
just
as well. Like,
on track.
Yeah,
we took him under our wing.
Yeah, we're like,
our big kindred wing.
Kindred wing, yeah.
Kindred spirit.
Come on, you'll be alright. Well, he was like, he's going to be doing this.
He's lovely.
And he definitely.
What's his name again?
Mikey. Shout out to Mikey as well, actually.
Hi, Mikey.
Man. He was supposed to meet us like that day as well in.
Afterwards?
Yeah, he was supposed to
meet us in Cassidy's?
No, Witherspoons, but then we never went there.
Never went to
Witherspoons. I know as well. Sorry, we.
That's my fault. Sorry, Mikey. We never went. No, we did. We did go there. We had to leave.
There was no food. No food be served, and we were like, okay. And that was like, okay, something happened.
Shit, I wonder if poor Mikey spent the evening drinking in Wetherspoons on his own.
Who's going to drive you home tonight? That's the song that's coming into my head actually as well of that, like. But like, come on, hopefully that we actually will get a part as well. It'll actually be quite fun, like, as well.
Yeah, and should we might see Mikey again if he gets in as well?
Yeah, so Mikey,
That'd
okay, we'll have a drink.
Yeah,
on set.
We'll get you a pint of Wetherspoons.
Yeah. If there's food being served and drinks as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Should we have as well.
But yeah, no, you were saying about the Italian.
Yes. Oh yes. This is quite funny as well. I thought this is
How can you make light of such a terrifying thing?
I know it's a terrible thing though as well, but there was like there's a brothel in Italy where they had to be quarantined, and there was a few old Irish folk lads in there.
Oh my god, you never told me that.
Yeah, that are trapped in there now as well, and how can they explain it to their wives?
Yeah, that's like that's properly like a nightmare situation.
Yeah, you're like, oh lad.
As if it wasn't bad enough possibly having the coronavirus. Now
your text messages going, you bastard.
The person who potentially is going to be giving you like emotional support in the situation where you might die is now like, well, you can go fucking die now anyway. Yeah. Like we wanted to talk about Harvey Weinstein as well.
He's going to be like at least.
Again, it's not very good news, but
yeah, he's going to at least be 25 years now as well in prison or something like that.
So he's gone to prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good then. That is good news.
Yeah, it is. That's good news. Yeah, he's kind of pretending as well.
I heard little bits of it. I tend to avoid that kind of thing. I try to source kind of good news. It's not easy though because news is also by definition just bad news. Like if you go on the news right now, like on any of the websites, or you can turn on the telly, it's insane. Corona. How many different versions of... Well,
bad news sells better, like. It's like
shock factor.
Yeah, like a famous racehorse, remember, it was called Bad News. Because nothing travels faster than bad news.
Love it. Yeah, sure.
So like, you know what I mean?
Sex sells, but fear sells faster.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually, I was looking for good news today. And you know the best thing I could find was some gang that had managed to turn... So you know when you're at a festival, right, and there's like just tons of just tents, clothes, chairs,
all the stuff like
wasteland. Everything's left behind, and you could, whatever, do a raid, and you get basically whatever you want. Anyway, so basically some gang, they are taking all the stuff that would otherwise be thrown away, and they're making like cool clothes out of recycled festival tents. That's the best thing I could find.
And welcome our third guest for our third episode as well, the lovely, illustrious, the beautiful, Mr. Ger Dooley, aka Ger Lingus.
Alright!
Evening, guys.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Afternoon.
Or good night.
We were both wrong, it's actually afternoon.
Now, the only thing is, guys, the word you were looking for about the coronavirus was COVID-19.
You're right, that's exactly it. COVID-19. Okay, so can you explain to us what the difference is? Is it the same thing?
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
Same thing, yes.
Okay, so that's a technical name.
Yes, it's a technical name that they've put on it now.
Interesting.
So to make us understand what the difference is, that's like a flu.
Do they really want us to understand, or they just want us fucking confused?
Well, I think they want us confused. Well, as I say, thanks to China for releasing it to the world.
Thank you, China. Mm-hmm. Shout out to China.
Shout out to China for releasing it. to us all, as I say, but hopefully a lot of us will withstand it. Our immune systems will be up to standard anyway.
Good old Irish immune system, been eating dirt for hundreds of years.
Exactly.
Sorted.
Now you said it.
They say as well that it's like, alcohol kills the coronavirus. It's
Yeah,
that thing
yeah.
on Facebook that will be
Yeah.
fine, will be okay.
But the one thing I have to
take
say,
up
guys,
everything.
it is an absolute pleasure to be part of.
Thanks, Ger. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you
More
very
welcome.
much, sir, man.
Wow.
Great to see you.
Man, thanks, sounds a trout, like, you know, as well, and it's such
So is a proud.
and such short notice as well, like you came to come along,
Oh,
to us,
well,
like,
look.
you know what I mean, like.
Ger Lingus
Well-
to the rescue.
Well, I'm hoping now that this is not just a one-off, that there's going to be loads of more.
There's going to be plenty collaboration in the future. Don't be worried, man.
as
Good.
well, like.
Yeah.
Well, man, it's like, you know, like
You're on our radar now.
Yeah.
Ger Lingus is on our radar.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ger Lingus as well.
Because, as I say, you have to remember, guys, I'm putting my life on the line tomorrow for Storm
Is it?
George.
Oh,
Yeah, as I
Jorge,
say, as well
tell
for
us
as the audience as well, like,
Yeah.
he's a plane spot. You're a plane spotter, and you're a storm chaser.
And I'm into
chaser,
storms.
yeah, storm
Yes.
chaser as
So-
well.
Stars
like.
and planes.
Best
Yeah.
of both
Best of both
worlds,
worlds.
you could
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the planes is my main hobby since I was a 10-year-old kid.
Amazing. You were
Yeah.
telling me you do a bit of airfix.
I do modelling, yes.
Nice.
Putting them together. I put nearly over 1,000 models together.
1,000?
When I was younger. I was,
So when did you start? When you were?
I started back in the early 80s.
Amazing.
Putting
Have they
fighter
changed?
jets together.
Yeah,
Uh,
air
Tornadoes
Spitfires
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Have they changed much? Would you say has airfix?
They
changed
have
much?
they've changed a bit now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pieces are a bit more delicate.
I noticed that they're a bit more
Yes.
finicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smaller.
You know, they're smaller in size and that. But
Yeah.
but the thing is, all you need is good eyesight. Like a magnifying glass
Yeah,
is very handy.
yeah,
for
absolutely, yeah.
Looking at them to know where they're going and that. And I put so many of them. I put even ones about that size together. One of my big visits to London Heathrow Airport,
Oh, yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
I stayed in the Renaissance Hotel over there, right opposite the main runway at
I think
27.
I've seen a photograph. I think as well.
You did.
What's the
Yeah, well,
hotel?
Well.
Radisson.
Renaissance is the name of it,
Oh.
and it's
Like Renaissance.
yeah, Renaissance.
Oh.
That's even an appropriate word for it.
Get born
But,
again. The Renaissance.
but anyway, I stayed in that hotel. I did, and the one good thing about it is you have a bird's eye view of runway 27 right. That's
Okay.
the one opposite the road, and the hotel is straight in front of
You
it.
could see the whole.
And
yeah.
you can see them. You can see them actually lining up, and even through the double plate glass windows, you can feel that power of those engines.
Vibrations, well,
vibrations,
yeah.
especially when the 747 belonged to BA is taken off.
Okay.
When one of them goes, you can feel those windows rattle with the Rolls Royce.
So would
or
you?
the
How
211s.
close would you get to the planes
Well,
typically?
Now the thing is, you can go across the road if you want, and risk.
You're
it.
obviously dealing with security now.
Oh,
There,
you are, but
That's
the
your
thing
issue.
is, I always had my ways with the police and
you have the
security.
charm. You work the
So-
charm.
So I could work a charm with them, and I'd say, is it okay if I just go
Yeah.
and pop my camera through the fence? And
Do that real Irish. He's like, do you mind?
Yeah.
do you mind if
Just
I,
have a
if
look,
I-
like.
can I have a good look?
Yeah.
And he said to me, yeah, no problem, but as long as you don't forget yourself and walk back out under a bus or a truck or that or
Oh,
a
yeah,
car,
the
like,
ones those Yokes
because
will be there, like, yeah.
you're near the traffic like
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
It's
So you
really only your safety.
yeah, they're
Right
thinking of
there.
your safety, like,
Yeah.
and they stay there, like, and they keep an eye the way you wouldn't get hurt or anything like that. They're good, like, and of course on one of my days that I was there, during one of the incidents that happened at Heathrow, the time the 7 aircraft were targeted by these terrorist groups.
Oh yeah.
And they had them all timed with these Coca-Cola bombs or something.
Oh, jeez.
And I happened to be in the right place at the right time when it happened. I caught one of the guys jumping across the fence, and he ran straight.
No way.
And he, yeah,
No way.
yeah, and he ran straight out in front. That actual Concorde that I got to part in from Dublin, sadly, was the Concorde
Stop.
that crashed
No.
on the hotel in Paris. Because if I go into a registration book back from that year, I will get I will get the actual registration number
So you've looked into
of
it?
the aircraft that came down
No.
on that
You've heard
hotel.
it here. You've heard it here. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, because I love that. Because I remember watching the documentary because it was like there was like saying that like that Concorde got shot down by an aircraft.
Is this
No,
a conspiracy theory?
there
What
is.
happened
Yeah,
was-
I've lost it myself.
What happened was,
Yeah,
what happened was a Continental United Airlines DC-10 had actually departed from Charles de Gaulle Airport to say as Concorde was getting ready to line up for her departure. And what happened was a part of an engine cowling, which is the front main frame of the engine on an aircraft. On a DC-10. DC-10 now is a trijet. It has a tail engine on the tail, and it has the two under the wing engines. Its sister ship, which is the McDonnell Douglas MD-11, which FedEx and Lufthansa Cargo. Now I'm going to have the pleasure of witnessing Lufthansa Cargo's MD-11s at Frankfurt Airport next week when I go over. There's 9 of them still flying.
Well, this is the next track now.
This
as
is
well.
on the next trek of my visit back. This is my return visit to Frankfurt for 5 days. 5 days of pure action. Trip to Thailand back in September. Coming back,
Okay.
I was on the Turkish plane coming back from.
Turkish Airlines,
Yeah,
lovely.
beautiful
Lovely.
airline.
Yeah,
I loved
was
them. I loved them. Yeah.
myself, actually, yeah.
I got 7 meals on board my flight, despite me rotten the Turkish people. They were lovely, absolutely down to earth. And I said to the flight attendant, I said, there's an electrical storm, I said, to the left side of the aircraft. And she says, well, I have a bit of news for you now. She says, don't be walking around the cabin now, she said, because we're going to be going directly into that, she says. in the next hour and a half.
Yes!
We're going to be in, and she says, I'm whispering this to you now because she says, as you can see, she says, around you, most of the passengers, she says, are asleep. I said, why are you not asleep? She says, I don't like sleeping. I said,
I can't. I did the same as well. I was on a 16-hour flight to Taiwan. I couldn't. I'm too excited looking out the window.
Yeah.
And looking at the flight plan on the screen because you can look at the flight plan.
This actual thunderstorm now was right over. It was right over India. We were getting ready to go over India after we departed from Bangkok, like. And no, it was lovely takeoff. Very, very fast takeoff, and you could feel the whole aircraft vibrating when we were racing along the runway, and could see I was looking out the window. I was videoing it and all. I have the video and everything, and you could see the wing vapor off the wings as we were lifting off the ground because it was lashing rain.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
You
I
could see
know,
the vapor off the wings going up,
Beautiful.
and of course I was sitting near the wing. You see.
Yeah, the best seat.
So I could hear all the actions. Could hear the main gear closing up under the body. Could hear the thud under the body.
Question for you: when you're booking a flight, would you always pick a seat? You know the way, like if you're booking.
All my seats were window seats.
Yeah,
On
same.
You
every
pick a
single
seat.
flight that I
So you
had.
pay the extra few quid on Ryanair, would you, for
Well, you see, the flight that
pick a seat?
my trip to Thailand came free to me back in September.
Okay.
Because a friend of mine, Duncan Orr is his name. He's a good friend of mine from Newry. A friend of his had pulled out, so I ended up getting the flights.
Wow.
For nothing.
And what was the event? Why were you heading over there?
We were heading over to meet some of his friends over there because he's friends with loads of people over there. You see, so
People.
yeah,
Interesting.
and he has
I'll ask them more.
he has quite a few lady friends over there. So I got to meet.
Right.
So I got to meet quite a few of them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I ended up with one of these ladies for a night over there. But
right.
little did I know, I didn't know what was to be done after. I ended up.
What was expected?
I had to pay her money after it. But
Stop.
But that's the way they work.
No way.
Unfortunately, that's the way they.
That's just
they
the way
work.
it is.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's
Yeah,
just not even.
yeah.
They spend
But-
the evening, the day.
But sure,
Yes.
look, I mean, you didn't have to pay
yeah.
for the flight, so.
But I didn't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So that expense was out the window. So I didn't mind. I was happy. I was happy.
Wow.
And believe me, do you know something? They're the most loveliest people you could actually
they're very, very nice. It's interesting culture, isn't it? You know?
And you know something, the one thing I love about them, you're not left on your own in a bar,
right,
or a pub, like you kind of are here, unless you don't mingle with people.
Yeah.
You're left like when I went to Brogan's now.
Yeah, which is your spot.
Yeah, it's my spot sometimes.
Yeah,
but now I'm starting to move around to other venues. But when I go in, I'm usually normally sitting on my own. But I'm with the DJ. But because I'm good friends with the DJ, and I'm interested in what they're doing.
Yeah,
with that,
yeah, of course.
know. But now, don't get me wrong. Some people will come over and they'll have a chat.
Yeah, but generally it's kind of up to you to mingle.
Well, it is
in Ireland.
If
you go with a gang or whatever.
Yeah, or something like that.
And
but over there in the likes of Phuket or Pattaya or whatever the name of the places are.
Pattaya, lovely place.
Lovely place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. I stayed in it for 2 nights, and I met so many fascinating people. And you're not left there high and dry. They'll all come and they'll even sit down on your knees, and they'll be chatting to you, and they'll be making you feel welcome.
We should probably move on to Lad of the Week.
Lad of the Week.
Yeah.
What do you give for Lad of the Week then? As well?
I think we should give it to Pope Francis.
Pope Francis.
Yeah.
Lad of the Week. Yes.
It's okay because he's got a bit of a dose at the moment. He's not feeling well.
He's not feeling well at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please God, doesn't have corona or anything like
Yeah.
that. And also he has he put out a shout out this week to he wants everyone to give up computers, phones, and the internet for Lent. So it's ambitious.
That's ambitious, but it's easy said and done. Like who's going to put down a phone or
not likely.
No.
If you can't get people to turn off phones on a plane, you know what I mean?
Well,
Well, yeah, exactly. What's he gonna?
What did he say this on Twitter though? I'd say. Did he tweet this?
Yeah.
Oh, give up technology for Lent, but on
They'll probably catch him in the loo in the Vatican on the phone.
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah, under his gown.
I know, Pope Richard Francis, you're playing Candy Crush. Stop it! I see you. I see your notifications. And I was not. And then the cardinal gets found out because he's seen his notifications.
Hear the bing in the loo. Yeah.
Facebook. So we'll see.
We'll see.
See.
Shout out to the Pope anyway.
Get well anyway, as I say. Yeah.
So that was just a little segue.
But I have to say, no, I've enjoyed this part of it anyway, and
it's been amazing chatting with you, man.
It's been brilliant.
The thing is, there's a lot more that I could talk about.
We're only getting started. This is just the beginning.
Yeah,
as well.
We're only taking off, like.
We're only actually taking off as well.
Like the fasten seatbelt light is still on.
Yeah, like I mean, like but on again as well, and it was like some of the things we didn't even get to like touch on is like wrestling and stuff like that. You're a big fan of wrestling.
Yes, I love it.
We have a wrestling section as well.
Yes.
So we'd love to come on and talk about that as well.
I look forward to it. And you know where I am now, so make sure I get the shout out now again.
Oh geez,
sure will. WrestleMania. We need somebody
That's
to
coming
tell
up
us all
now.
about it.
WrestleMania. Now the next event at the moment will be the Elimination Chamber. Becky Lynch now has to face up the man, as I say. She's to face up against Shayna Baszler. I think is going to be her opponent for WrestleMania. But there's six of them going against each other to challenge Becky.
It's exciting
for the Women's Raw title.
I reckon Becky's probably a shoe-in for the next Lad of the Week as well.
Yeah.
We'll see how she goes at WrestleMania, but she's
God, man, sure, will you come back as
well?
Definitely come back.
I most certainly will.
Ric Flair, man. Yeah, Ric Flair, that's your favourite.
He was my legend. Yeah. And of course, his daughter Charlotte, who is the most stunningest woman you could look at. She does what the father does. She goes, woo!
Woo! Yes!
Woo! Yes. So, listen, been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
You're a legend.
Thank you very much as well for being on this as well. Like,
absolute pleasure.
It's been a great conversation.
We've learned a lot.
We've learned a lot from you as well. Like, you know, like.
And I guarantee you'll learn more on the next one.
And Ger, our beautiful guest, aka Ger Lingus as well. Check him out on Facebook, online as well. He's got plenty of videos about like plane spotting and stuff like that, and storm chasing as well. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've been
Mad Jokes.
Mad Jokes.